Hey guys, welcome to Out to Eat with Matt. I'm Matt. I love to talk about restaurants and barbecue stuff. Today we're going to be in Columbia, South Carolina, specifically Irmo. I'm going to take you by Piggy Park by Maurice's BBQ. A little nostalgic about this place. I used to visit a lot of family in Columbia, South Carolina, so we grew up eating at Maurice's BBQ. Really good stuff. The Piggy Park ones are really nice. They're bigger. This one was Irmo. We visited some family while we were down there passing through. A lot of people hate on South Carolina mustard-based barbecue. Guys, I like all styles of barbecue, and this one I'm particularly nostalgic about. I actually tried the brisket this time, which was rare for me. I've never tried brisket before here. So let's take a look at the Irmo Piggy Park location by Maurice's BBQ. All right, guys, let's do this. We're at Maurice's BBQ Piggy Park in the Irmo location. Really good stuff. Big building here. I like this one. It's one of my favorite ones to go to. Sometimes you can get a little crowded in some of the smaller Maurice's barbecues. Normally I'm letting my kids run around traveling through South Carolina when I come here, so it gives us a little bit of space to kind of get out and stretch. Pretty good stuff here. Again, bigger room here at the Irmo location, which is nice. You can fit a big group in really easy. Normally going through for lunch, and it's normally not that busy. There's a little bit of look at the sauce bar. They got some of that South Carolina Gold. Let's check out this menu. Now, my normal order at Piggy Park or any of the Maurice's barbecue locations is a Big Joe or a Little Joe. That's their barbecue sandwich. I actually went with some brisket this time, so I decided to venture out a little bit. Had the round table to ourselves here. Again, huge location here. If you're coming with a group of people, it's an easy spot to get into typically. And yeah, really nice, well-maintained. A lot of sauces. We were visiting close to 4th of July, so a lot of patriotic stuff all around. I did get a little bit of their hickory style sauce. Never tried that before. Just to dip a little bit of the brisket in, just to taste it. And some of that Carolina Gold. Now, this is my normal order. This is my wife's Little Joe basket. I've got the slaw. Actually, my mother-in-law's got the slaw, got the beans. My kids got a hot dog. They actually like the hot dogs here and the chicken tenders. So quite frequently when we're coming through, that's what they'll grab. Figured I'd give you a look at it since they ordered it. Again, great looking South Carolina mustard-based barbecue. Chicken tenders weren't bad. Tried a little bitty taste of those when I cut them up. A couple chicken tender baskets for my kids. Titty's guest appearance with her hand. But they love it. And again, that mustard-based barbecue makes a good dipping sauce. So here's a Little Joe with fries. That's the smaller sandwich. And I got the brisket this time with okra. And guys, I always got to go with South Carolina hash. South Carolina hash is my favorite thing about South Carolina barbecue. I mean, I would come for just that. That's my all-time favorite thing in South Carolina barbecue. They serve it at Goldie's and Fort Worth. So, I mean, it's really the best thing about South Carolina barbecue for me. It's kind of a hash laid over rice. I like to add a little bit more of that South Carolina Gold to it and stir it up. Now, I went with something totally different here. I got the brisket. I wouldn't compare it to my all-time favorites like Fort Grove or 2M barbecue for the brisket. But, guys, it was a pretty good brisket for a chain restaurant with multiple locations. That was pit cooked. Really good stuff. Now, as soon as I get that hash, I like to stir it up with that rice. Get a good base going with that. Really good stuff. I could eat this stuff all day. I'm going to have to go do some hole-in-the-wall favorite places that make some South Carolina hash, but I'm a huge fan. Now, the brisket was pretty tender. I asked for some moister cuts. I always ask for the fatty brisket, and I went ahead and asked them here for that. And, to my surprise, they could oblige that. So it was pretty good. The okra, great stuff. Again, I didn't need a lot of sides. Ended up giving the okra away. Ate a couple pieces of that and gave it away because I was there for the hash and the brisket. All in all, the brisket had great flavor to it. I did sample it a little bit with the South Carolina Gold sauce. Of course, good brisket doesn't need a lot of sauce. I normally don't use any sauce on it. That South Carolina hash, though, just want to pour that yellow gold all in there and stir it up. Give it a little bit more tang to it. Oh, man, I love that stuff. I could eat that all day. That is my favorite item at Maurice's BBQ is the South Carolina hash. Used to go to the Piggy Park location in West Columbia. They used to have a buffet all the time. I had family that lived right beside that. And so I grew up going down there, grabbing that sometimes. Really good stuff. And don't get me next to all-you-can-eat barbecue hash. Oh, my gosh. Now, this is the Little Joe. Great sandwich. Again, my normal order is a Big Joe or a Little Joe. Big Joe's just a little bit bigger than this one. But that's my normal pickup order when I'm coming through. Great barbecue. It's a minced barbecue, South Carolina style, with that mustard sauce. And just a ton of flavor to it. Really good stuff, though. If you're coming through, definitely check it out in Irmo, South Carolina. I do like the Piggy Park locations because of their big, spacious atmosphere to them. A little bit bigger than some of the other Maurice's BBQ, especially if you're meeting family or the kids need to run around a little bit. And little guy, I couldn't even corral him for the photo here, but here's my daughters hanging out with our niece in front of the Piggy Park pig there. If you're in the area, definitely check out Maurice's BBQ. I know I'm nostalgic about it, but it's good stuff, good food, and just all around great time. Here's what we spent. Here's my ticket. This was food for my family. All right, plus guys, my I hope you
mother-in-law.
like that look at Maurice's BBQ Piggy Park in Irmo, South Carolina, right outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Guys, I love barbecue. If you like learning about barbecue-related restaurants, make sure to subscribe here on Out to Eat with Matt.